The Cambridge Dictionary has changed the definition of the word woman to include, quote, an adult who lives and identifies as female, though they may have been said to have a different sex at birth, unquote. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, Klavan, you sensual sultan of satirical something or other beginning with S. How is it possible that you could kumquat the jigglypuff of rectangular anesthesia now that words no longer mean anything? But no, I am not garaging a hippopotamus. The Cambridge Dictionary has actually changed the definitions of man and woman to reflect the new reality that reality no longer reflects reality, so words should no longer catapult what Gorgonzola Oriental cat massage. The editor of the Cambridge Dictionary, Hamlet Mendacity, Ph.D., defended the change of definitions at the annual homosexual pedophile twerking competition of the American Teachers Union. In an impassioned speech given to a worried-looking 8-year-old boy, Dr. Mendacity said, quote, the time has come for words to be set free of the prison of their meanings so they can joyously run unencumbered through the rainbow fields of absolute nonsense, dancing with unicorns under pink clouds of glorious morning if unicorns are defined as satanic deviants and glorious morning is defined as civilization-destroying moral corruption. Then at last, we will have full tolerance of evil, which the Cambridge Dictionary now defines as good. Now, come on, little boy, let's get out of here and find someplace quiet, unquote. The new edition of the dictionary also contains other revised definitions. For instance, the word dictionary is now defined as a spineless capitulation to elite social pressure. The word definition is defined as a meaningless string of absurdities constructed at random by influential grifters. And the phrase emperor's new clothes is defined as clothes. Dr. Mendacity said he hoped these changes would serve as an aid to political resistance, which is now defined as slavish obedience to the whims and machinations of the powerful. Although some people, like women and men, objected to the definitional changes because they undermined mental health and moral behavior by dismissing the inescapable gender identity conferred upon humans by the only body they will ever have, and thus spat in the face of our Creator, a strategy that has a long history of working out badly both for the civilizations that are no longer with us and the individuals whose despairing screams from the depth of eternal hellfire can sometimes be heard in the still of night as a forewarning of your own doom if you happen to be the editor of the Cambridge Dictionary. Others thought the new definitions were great. Trans activist Raymond Scuzz, whose pronouns are uh-oh and that pervert over there, says the definition will help put an end to hate speech because words won't mean anything, so who cares what you say? Scuzz discussed the matter during a break from Drag Queen Story Hour, where he was reading the new children's book, Billy Gets a Nice Piece of Candy from a Friendly Stranger. Scuzz said, quote, look, some people are trans, get over it. If a person wants to be called a woman and use female pronouns, what's the big deal? Why do these haters care so much that we want to force them to lie in service of a deviant ideology that seeks to destroy the natural basis of human existence in order to replace the family with Marxist tyranny? I mean, if a starving anorexic decided to identify as fat, would you go around saying, no, you're thin, you have to eat or you'll die? Or if someone wanted to identify as a bird, would you say, no, if you jump off that building flapping your arms, you'll plummet to your death? Of course not. That would be fat birdophobic. And it would stigmatize mental illness by suggesting someone's insane delusion was out of touch with reality, which the Cambridge Dictionary now defines as a unicorn under pink clouds of glorious morning, unquote. Leftists and other groomers say they're eager to see the next edition of the dictionary, which they feel will finally oblong the street lamp of toenail in order to flower pot the bridle of Ontario and thus make it much easier to spew their nonsensical and destructive crap. For more goodly Klavanly goodness, you want to like and subscribe, and please subscribe to the Andrew Klavan Podcast.